You're listening to the sound of the 80s with the Old Skool Movements Podcast.
Hello everyone, how is everyone doing out there in the world of our world, man? What is our world, guys?
What are the 80s?
The world of the 80s.
Anyway, let's get into the podcast. Leroy, who are we?
We are the podcast that makes you feel young again. It's good to be nostalgic, and Old Skool Movements do that. I'm just going to go into a good morning Vietnam Robin Williams mode, where it's the Old Skool Movements, where it's Staxmus, Decimus Meridius. It's the one who likes to think of twisters as dogs, you know what? That's the naughty, nasty knowledge.
Hello.
And then we've got, forget Des O'Connor, forget Bob Monkhouse, forget Bruce Forsyth. It's the host with the most, D to the L, Bougie, DL. And then you've got, you are the last dragon. Yes, it's Bruce Leroy.
As he's practicing his singing.
We are back like we've never been gone. We are Old Skool Movements, and let's do this. Man and rest.
The weather's coming back. It's Twister season soon, man. You got to watch how you lick them.
Yeah, you're on your own, mate.
God.
You are
Very
on your
good.
own.
The naughty, nasty knowledge.
You know what? Recently when the summer comes, I haven't even gone to a freezer of a shop. It's just an ice cream from a parlour, or that's it, or I've not done it. Or
It's the bouginess.
bought a box of things
Yeah,
and put them
innit?
in the freezer. But I haven't.
He's extended his bouginess. I'm not going to a freezer. I'm going to the ice cream parlour.
I'm going to a parlour.
I'm going to Fubert's.
Hello, you know.
I'll have 2 scoops, please.
Ice cream parlour.
Parlour.
That's bouge.
That's booze. Man. That's the booze. That's the booze life. All right, so listeners, I hope you enjoyed our last episode of our punch ups, dust ups, subliminal fight breaks, and combinations. You know what I'm saying, anyway. But today, you know, we're still, of course, we're in the 80s zone. But this one's kind of special to everyone out there who loves a blockbuster movie, especially if you love a blockbuster movie in the 90s.
What a difference.
Yeah. Do you know what? I heard they're doing a pop-up blockbuster just for a while somewhere. I can't remember where.
But who's got a video player?
They'll come back round again. It's like our records are becoming popular again.
I hope not, because I dashed my video. My video
Yeah, so
player.
did I.
They'll be coming back just for like an extended cut of something that was rare or something. That will come out, but no one wants a DVD or video. Anyway, so yeah, if you love your blockbusters in the 80s, this will be good for you to judge with us. This is what we're going to do. Between us four, we're going to judge the legacy of certain films, certain actors, and when they came back, was it as good as the original? We always say yes, the original is better. So we're probably all going to say the original was better, but was their comeback good? Did they have a legacy? Did their legacy last?
Have these iconic 80s actors stood the test of time? Do they keep us coming back for more is what we want to know.
Yeah. To give you a taste of what we're going to do, we're going to start nice and easy with a film that was a blockbuster in the 80s. I remember this was the film that film again. I'm sure I've heard this before, like when you're queuing to go and see it, people are coming out smiling and you might see someone go, yeah, it's really good, give you a thumbs up and that way you got your popcorn and hot dog in your hand. I was the type of person that would finish hot dog and popcorn before the film starts.
Oh yeah, I still do.
Nah, man, you can't do that.
It's hard to make it last the trailers, man.
It was hard.
Why? What was the point?
All the adverts, all that.
Yeah.
It's done.
Just tuck it in.
I'm still the same now. I struggle. I've got to put it down. I've got to hide it somewhere until the film starts.
What
but
do
I
you
can't.
mean? You finish the popcorn and the hot dog.
Happens. It happens.
Definitely the hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dog's gone and it's half of the popcorn.
You can't wait till if you got a hot dog, you can't wait for the
can't
film
wait.
to start. It's going to be cold, man.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for the film to start? All the trailers. By
By the time the film starts, you're thinking about
you're
going to
not.
get another one. You're thinking,
Yeah,
should I just quickly nip down and get another one?
Exactly. It's too dark though. I might trip up the stairs
Yeah,
on the way up.
and then dash it all on the floor.
Start whispering, are you there? Is it this seat? Allow that Blair Witch situation. I'm
Yeah,
just
innit?
sitting down.
Why are you finishing the food?
It goes quick. Yeah, it goes too quick, man.
That don't make sense to
It
me.
does make sense.
Yeah, man.
And Leroy, of all people, you're just sitting there with a hot dog in your hand.
Smelling it, looking at
No,
it.
you're not.
Popcorn
For
and my drink, waiting for
15 minutes,
Superman 2
like
to come on the screen.
15 minutes
Or Clash of the
minimum.
Titans.
You're waiting. No, that doesn't
You
make
ain't waiting.
That doesn't make sense.
You got to do the timing just right for that to happen.
Yeah, Leroy, that doesn't make
How
sense.
are you lot clapping? How are you lot clapping
still
and
happens,
munching
yeah.
We're eating
the
it
food?
when we get out the counter. We start.
Leroy, I can't imagine you getting a hot dog or a burger and just standing with it for 15 minutes until it's something you want to watch. Doesn't make sense.
It's gone.
All right, I'll probably eat it during the trailers, but at least let me sit down. How are you in the queue
No, we didn't say that.
before your bum
said
has
no,
touched
no,
the
no.
seat?
No,
How is that
As
possible?
soon as your bum touches the seat,
As we sit down, we
As
start
we
munching.
sit down, we start
Yeah.
munching.
And by the time the trailers are done, food's finished.
Oh, tell me that. Tell me that. Don't tell me.
That's what we've been telling you.
You've munched it. You clapped it. You've done a Slimer settings
No,
before
no,
your bum has touched the seat.
no one said that. No one said that.
So before the film starts.
You probably bought 2 hot dogs, Leroy.
No. This is not
Yeah,
no
that's the only
oblique.
way you're stretching it to the
Yeah,
start
It's
of the
not
film.
oblique settings. No, I'm just saying that I can save.
No,
Save it. Sit down. The trailers is there. All good,
Yeah.
innit?
That's what we were
Do
saying.
not
Yeah,
tell me
but I
that
said
you
it's
munched
finished.
it before the trailers have come.
It's
Come on.
Nah,
It's
before the
finished.
film started, probably.
Yeah, before the film started. It's
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
than
all right.
done.
I'll take
Done.
that.
Back then, the trailers were long as well, man.
They were. I must admit.
This first
Yeah.
film we're going to talk about, though, this is one of them
Yeah.
ones that
Thanks, Chris, for getting back in.
It has like
we got a
back on
10-minute
track.
edit because of Leroy.
We're going to run out of time in a minute.
Not because of me.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
that
3 of
is
us were
because of
telling you.
you.
We
You could
ate
have
hot
done
dogs
it
during
from
the
morning.
trailer. And then
You didn't say the trailer.
we all said the trailer. How many times did I go, ba 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 ba? What the fuck is that? That's the
Bernadine,
trailers.
isn't it? Bernadine, the hot dog
Fucking
stand.
hell. Chris politely and smoothly carried on talking. No, fuck that. You wasted 10 minutes of our time.
We got 5 minutes left. Let's get back to
Yeah, man. I thought there was something. I know there's something wrong with the Chiswick water, the water in Chiswick, but boy, I thought there was something super wrong.
No. Anyway.
That hemisphere is different.
Well, I was going to say, this film, again, like you were saying, this one had hype. I remember it had like the sticker albums come out, books come out before it. Like you'd seen
Before it.
so many shots of it. You were so excited to see
Yeah,
this film.
excited. The theme tune got everyone
The
going.
theme tune
Everybody
was in the
sang the theme
charts.
tune.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be one. Who are you gonna call, guys?
Who you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
That's right, man. Ghostbusters from 1984. Is that right? I believe.
1984, 1989. Yeah, the
Right.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, 1984, 1989. Let's not talk about Ghostbusters 2.
Let's
Ghostbusters,
not.
you know,
Let's not.
the 80s were very hit and miss when they did a sequel, like RoboCop 2, Predator 2.
Oh, mate. RoboCop 2 was
They
Like
couldn't
great
live up.
films.
They couldn't live up to the originals, though.
Yeah, that's why Back to the Future stood out so much.
Yeah.
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 They
it did.
nailed it with a
Actually,
sequel.
yeah, you're right. They did nail it.
Do you know what I mean? But some films just didn't. And Ghostbusters
Yeah.
2, it's not a memory. It's not a memory.
Nah.
Not at
Who
all.
remembers Erling Haaland on the wall? Nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty
Yeah.
King Charles, isn't it? King
Yeah.
Charles
I
think-
portrait before he was
I
king.
think the biggest thing for Ghostbusters 2 was the Bobby Brown
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, soundtrack
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I know you want to sing it, Leroy. I know you want to sing it.
It's a big
Listen,
tune.
I'm doing the shuffle and the running man and the whop.
That was a big tune. That was a big
It was a big tune. It was a big tune. So yeah, look. So Ghostbusters 1984. Let's scrap Ghostbusters 2. But have we got the year of the afterlife?
2021.
2021 Afterlife. So Afterlife was a direct sequel from the original Ghostbusters.
It was a carry
movie.
on from the original.
Yeah. So
You don't remember the all-female cast?
Nah, we don't talk about that one.
No.
That was 2016, man. That one we don't.
we don't talk about that here, Stats. We don't talk
We don't
about
mention
that.
that one. That went in the wrong direction. I'm glad it's gone in
Yeah.
a different direction now.
We'll start melting. So for those who don't remember the Ghostbusters Afterlife, it was the granddaughter of
Egon.
Spengler.
Yeah, Egon
Yeah,
Spengler's
yeah.
granddaughter, innit? Yeah.
She had the scientist genes, and they inherited his daughter inherited his house.
Yeah.
That was far out in the
They stumble
country.
across the car and the proton-pack.
And they stumble across all the old
Yeah.
80s gadgets and stuff.
Yeah.
And the isn't the land got ghosts on it, and they try to. I'm not going to give it away if you've seen it, but but the original cast who are still alive appear in the movie, and that was great to see that. That was nice to see the old heroes from 1984 movie come back in this legacy movie and keep the Ghostbusters feeling alive. Apart from Rick Moranis, who doesn't even act, so we understand why he wasn't in it. But it had that dun, 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 dun. It had all that feel, that music and that, and it was even directed by the son of the original director. So it had that close bond connection thing. So my question to you guys is, did it stand the test of time? Did it need to be made? Was it a good legacy movie? Chris?
Yeah, I think the recent films have shifted away a bit for me from the comedy tones and the mix of nostalgia from the original characters, but I feel like the comedy isn't there for me that much anymore. I must say, in the newer one, what was it, Frozen Empire, the old lot are in it a lot more. They play a lot more parts. They're in it the more screen time, and I think when you see them, the way they react together and their comedy, it still works. But then when it goes back to the younger lot, for me it's like they're just trying to pull on them nostalgia strings, I think. So, but they're watchable. I think for a newer generation, they're okay, and they've got to give it to it. They have to hand it down eventually. To new Ghostbusters.
Yeah. You look at the old cast. You got Bill Murray. What's your name? Dan Aykroyd. That kind of comedy can't be replicated.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Not at all.
So it doesn't matter who you hand it down to.
Yeah.
You're not really going to get that. Bill Murray's different.
Yeah.
That guy cracks me up.
Yeah, he is.
He's like Robin Williams. You could never recreate a Robin Williams. Yeah. He's a one-off character, isn't it? You can't replicate that.
Yeah. Leroy, did you see any of those two new movies?
I haven't, no.
They are worth a watch, They are worth a watch.
And I haven't made an attempt to. I don't know why. When you go, I'll watch that, but I just haven't come round to it.
I think it's the kind of thing that when it's on at Christmas on BBC One,
I'll watch it for nostalgia. But I haven't really gone out my way to
I've waited for both of these to come on Sky or wherever I saw them. I haven't gone cinema to see them, but I liked them watching them. They were okay.
They're all right.
Stacks has got a point though.
What's that?
When Bill Murray, actors like that, man, dime a dozen, man.
Yeah.
One-offs, man.
The music's shit as well. The music's nowhere near as good as the original lot. I can't even remember the music for
there ain't no Bobby Brown or Ray Parker Jr.
Absolutely not.
But that's the thing. I think that's gone now. To people don't make soundtracks for films anymore. Like what I've noticed, the trend is you just get an artist's tune that's already got a tune out. And you put that on your film, and you relate that to the film.
To want to watch it.
It's just lazy now. And they're probably there is still soundtracks available, but that's not the feature no more. Where it was part of the selling PR in the 80s and 90s. But look, to have Ghostbusters and to have this direct sequel thing, I think it's about time that Hollywood starts to make films for a certain generation, because they're the generation that will appreciate it. And if you want to watch it and you're young, then watch it. But there's no point trying to make it, as with films we're going to talk about, to please both. Just please one market, because you're not going to win if you're trying to mix that with that.
For real.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, with us at our age, we'll take the kids to see it anyway. And they'll be influenced through. They'll be influenced
because
through
you
us
like
for
it. They're going to want to probably like it as well, isn't it? Just because mum and dad like it. Whatever.
To see the old cast again making an appearance briefly in the afterlife, and even the appearance of the actor that died appeared in it. So with the magic of CGI, that I was giving it away to Leroy. Leroy hasn't seen it.
He did.
CGI pops up in a few of these movies, man. I think it is, and the way it's being used is good. But we'll probably touch on that in a minute.
We'll touch on that soon. But look, I think it's good to see it. It was good to see him again. And the point I'm getting at by making films for certain audiences is that this film was just made for people who liked Ghostbusters, and not even fans of Ghostbusters. Just if you watched Ghostbusters, and you stumble on it across Easter or Christmas, you're gonna watch it because you're gonna go, oh, they're still in it, and there's new people. Let me just watch it because I remember Ghostbusters as a kid. It's that kind of film. But I don't think new generation's gonna go, oh, this is based on the 1984 version, so let's go and see. No, that don't happen.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the question is, are we all giving the Legacy Comeback a thumbs up or thumbs down? What is it from everyone?
I didn't think it was too bad, you know. Like,
it's hard because they are watchable, man.
I prefer the second one, that ice one, to the first one.
Yeah, the story was weak, but I liked all the cameos in it. It was really good.
So was it thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah. Yes, then because they are watchable. They got good throwbacks.
Is it a thumbs up from you, Stacks?
Yeah, go on then. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Let's all give it a thumbs up. All right, let's move on to the next one. So the next one now, the next one is, look, this is what I love about this one. This is like George Lucas in his prime. So he takes time off Star Wars and goes, you know what? I'm just going to write something else because Harrison Ford's such a good actor. I just want him to do something else. Stephen, do you mind directing a movie for me? All right, let's make Raiders of the Lost Ark.
1981.
And there you go. So Indiana Jones was born. You know, we didn't even when the Raiders of the Lost Ark come out, for me as a kid, it was just Raiders of the Lost Ark. It wasn't Indiana Jones. I didn't know him as Indiana Jones. It's just a film called Raiders of the Lost Ark, and there's this guy with a whip, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Until they put it out in big letters, Indiana Jones, in the second one, Temple of Doom, then you just went indie.
Yeah.
They're all Indiana Jones movies. Yeah.
But as you said, Chris, 1981.
1981, man.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
$18 million budget, and it grossed 389 million. Like, this film was wicked when it came out, man. It was good.
Yeah.
Very good. Full on action.
I remember seeing the trailer. That's how old we are, listeners. The trailer on TV, and the trailer was the scene when the guy does the sword move.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones, that was the trailer.
Yeah.
And I remember my parents laughing and, oh, that film looks like it's going to be good. And that's what I remember of it. And do you know what I mean? And then I don't think I went to the cinema to see Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nah.
I know I went to cinema to see Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom, yeah, 100%.
But yeah, two great movies. But anyway, after that we had
Last Crusade.
Which weren't too bad.
Nah, that's a good film, man.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
For me, it's going downhill at that point.
It was going downhill.
It's going downhill, but it does retain some of the good bits with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but they were smart, and then they stopped for about 20, 30 years or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
They stopped for
They
stopped for a long time. So this is where we're going for the legacy. So we stopped for a long time, and then he comes back with. Is it the Dial of Destiny?
That's the latest. They had the Crystal
Skull.
They had a Crystal Skull.
So
what year was Crystal? Was that 90s Crystal Skull, or was it?
I went into that one, man.
No,
it was naughty.
that was noughties.
Yeah, the Crystal Skull. The Crystal Skull wasn't great, but we're going to jump to the Dial of Destiny because that's where he is now as Indiana Jones in 2023. So we're going 1981 to 2023 Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
It's a big jump. And he's back again, you know, he's back with the whip and the hat.
Same gums.
Yeah. I went cinema to see this, and like the first 10 minutes of the film is all CGI. I don't know, have all you guys, everyone seen this?
I've seen it.
No.
So the first 10 minutes or so is all full CGI. He's back.
Oh yeah, but it's the Indiana Jones that we know, the young face one, isn't it?
And all of that, I loved it, man. I thought, man, like, even if the whole movie's like this, I don't care. I'm watching this. But then when it comes back to like he's older now, it's like, okay. And they have made him on purpose look old because, you know, when he gets up, he holds his back and stuff.
He's 80 something, bro. He's old anyway. You don't have to look old. He's bloody old.
But like in the movies, they normally make you look a bit younger, but they purposefully made him look.
I didn't put no makeup on. It's like we're just gonna make you look like how you got up in the morning. There's no extra. Yeah. No rosy cheeks. Just get on the camera.
That first 10 minutes is wicked, man. I really enjoyed that, man. They really got me into watching the rest of the
nostalgia.
movie, even though it was a bit.
Leroy, did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What did you think?
It was funny because that movie made me go back and watch the others.
Okay.
I was just in that mood, Indiana Jones mood.
What? So you went back to Raiders and watched all of them?
Oh man, yeah.
Huh?
That particular day, I watched Dial of Destiny. Nostalgia. I thought towards the end it was a bit far fetched.
Yeah,
I know
it's
supposed to be like that,
Isn't it always?
but what they tried to say in the movie was like, oh, really?
it spoiled it a bit for me.
I said, you know what, I'll let that pass. But it made me go back and appreciate Raiders of the Lost Ark more, because I used to like the Temple of Doom more. But then Raiders of the Lost Ark for me, oh man, top film.
Yeah, that is the better one.
I think that is the best. That is the best one.
It is the best.
Growing up, it was Temple of Doom, but the older you get, and then when you watch them back, you realize how good Raiders is, man. Raiders was amazing, man. And that's influenced so many other adventure films, games. Still to this day, it influences so much Indiana Jones.
It's true.
Man.
It's true. And as Chris was saying, part 3 wasn't great, but it still held something. I
love that film.
The Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah, 3's good. It's 4. I
Junior.
I like 3.
3.
So,
3's good.
Mate.
So the 4th one, when Shayla Booth's son,
is that one's
one?
cool.
Loud.
That's when he went. Just stop.
That almost puts you off of wanting to see anything after that. So when Dial of Destiny come out, it had some big challenges. People want it. I would have thought, probably after the Crystal Skull, you ain't gonna want to watch it.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so what are we giving it? Is the legacy of Indiana Jones for him coming back with a Dial of Destiny a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
I'm mid.
It is a hard one, but if you're chucking in Crystal Skull and this, then it's just getting worse. Like it's not.
So it's thumbs down, yeah.
For me, it's a little bit of a thumbs down.
Yeah.
But I like the CGI shit. I could watch a whole film with that.
Leroy?
I'm mid because I.
No, you're not
like
mid. It's either thumbs up or down, mate.
Yeah. There's no on the fences.
Yeah.
Can I phone a friend at least?
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah. Phone me as a friend. It's a thumbs down.
Yeah, there you go. That's settled. It's all thumbs down from all of us. Let's move on to the next one. The next one.
Well, I did ask the audience.
The next one is going to be, I think, universally thumbs down. I'm already predicting because
the same lines.
Yeah, because we're all massive fans. Stax not as much, but Stax understands the fan zone of it. He understands the fandom of it. Because this was a blockbuster movie. It's red carpet time, lads. It's red carpet time. This is red carpet, onions on your hot dog time.
This is the original trilogy of the classic heroes' journey of good versus evil and the fight for freedom.
Film that changed my life, changed Chris's life. It related to us. A black dude and a white dude flying around in space.
Couple of robots.
Yeah, couple of robots. A princess. Come on. It's Star Wars.
I would have never have guessed.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Miami Vice. He was thinking that way. And the legacy, of Star Wars is amazing. But we've seen in our lifetime how you can destroy a legacy, how you can destroy such a massive franchise. How do you not get that the whole way of marketing things is different now? Kids don't want to buy toys, stickers, lunchboxes, curtains, bed sheets.
It's true.
And you try to do that for a new generation. That's done.
It's not going to work.
So you tried too hard. And you failed. So what we're talking about is the last 3 Star Wars movies. We're not talking about Phantom Menace to Revenge of the Sith. We're going New Hope, Return of the Jedi, to the legacy of
Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker.
To Rise of Skywalker. Stax.
Nah. I mean, like you said, I like Star Wars. I'm not a massive.
We know.
I'm not a massive fan, but anyway. Yeah, those 3 a week. The 3 before, the one with the when Boba Fett.
Yeah.
There's some effects in that one that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
In that. What was it called again? Phantom Menace? Is it Phantom Menace?
Yeah, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
There's some effects in that.
But we're not including them in this debate.
Those last 3, pants, mate. Pants on toast.
Real
not
pants on
feeling
toast.
any of it. Yeah,
Horrible.
like just go from Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back to Mandalorian and done. Just leave it at that.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of Rogue One, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. No, allow Rogue One. Don't even bother with Rogue One. Just go straight to Mandalorian and then finish the thing off.
Wow. Leroy doesn't look happy.
Because I'm not happy. I am not happy.
What aren't you happy with?
Those trilogies took 6 hours and change off my life. Man, I went to the cinema. I went to the cinema for all 3. All 3.
Yeah, we all
And
did.
it
12
was
o'clock at night.
painful.
Yeah.
It was painful.
Yeah.
Even my cousin to this day, I took him along with me. He says that I was laughing. He said I was laughing especially when I saw Yoda in there. I can't remember doing it, but he said that my laughter was so loud that people were laughing. I was looking round at me.
You were laughing in disgust.
Yeah,
In disgust.
They're a joke.
Must
The
have
films
been.
are a joke.
Absolute disgust. Awful.
I know. How
Trash.
dare you?
Even bringing back legacy characters like Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, it was still it wasn't worth watching them just to see these glimpses of.
But see
Exactly.
the mistake they made. They didn't put them all in the same room.
Nah,
Like Luke never met Han Solo.
yeah,
Or Leia, like
Yeah.
Lando didn't meet any of them.
yeah.
It's like what are you
Yeah.
doing? Who was? That's not a reunion.
That's not
All in different rooms. Disgusting. So good.
And you give us this Timu, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
No,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, the sport rich kid
Really?
whose granddad was a galaxy legend.
Come on, man. Who do you think you're kidding?
Like it had so much promise with his outfit and his voice in the first movie. There was a scene where he stopped a laser beam at the
Yeah.
beginning, and you're
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
okay, he's a little bad
Yeah.
man here.
Aye. Here we go.
Here we go,
Yeah.
and then it just drifted away. It's horrible.
The Force Awakens does recapture little spirits of the originals, but then it just got worse and worse.
it got so much spirits, it got fucking drunk. It was disgusting.
Whoever was,
was-
fucking
And then
directed it.
the last one, you bring back Emperor Palpatine, and then you're trying to say Rey is his granddaughter.
How dare you?
Really?
How dare you tarnish the whole
Really?
legacy? This is a whole Skywalker thing, but so in the end, the Emperor's really won because his granddaughter is the most powerful Jedi. What? You just got rid of that whole
Make sense.
history of Star Wars that every child loved during the 70s and 80s. You just destroyed it, and the biggest
You destroyed
enemy
it.
in the whole franchise, his granddaughter is the strongest and best
Weak.
Jedi.
Rubbish.
What nonsense is this?
What nonsense. Absolute garbage.
You've ruined in them first 3 films. They changed cinema forever. They changed sci-fi.
Yeah.
They had effects no one had ever seen before, and then you'd expect whatever comes after it just to keep breaking the barrier. of-
Thank you.
But nah,
Thank
they
you.
went backwards. They went backwards, man.
Yeah, proper.
They went backwards. I could have watched if they'd have like CGI'd Luke in Mandalorian. I could watch that rather than watching.
Thank you.
Watching that. Mandalorian smashed it the way they done it.
Yeah.
Just like Stack said, if it wasn't for those series,
Yeah,
Star Wars would be
Dead.
done.
yeah.
Dead.
It's true.
So is it a thumbs down from all of us on the
Come
legacy?
on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
100%.
Isn't that a fucked up thing to say? A thumbs
Yeah.
down for the legacy of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wow.
For our favorite films, favorite actors,
Our favorite trilogy, and they destroyed it.
destroyed it.
Yeah, completely.
Anyway, Stacks, you can watch TV for a minute or do something for this
It's
next
Rocky
one.
time, innit?
Almost. Almost.
You could do something else for a minute. Take off the
It's got to be
headphones,
Rocky time.
Do something.
Right actor.
Because on the same vibe that we were talking about, Raiders of the Lost Ark being a movie and you not knowing the actor's name, the character's name. This is this movie, and
Yeah.
First Blood was just a movie.
Bad boy film.
It's just a movie. It was a solo movie, and he went to a small town. It was Christmas. Some consider it a Christmas movie. They didn't let him in town. He went to check his brethren. The wife told him he was dead. So he said, okay, I'm just going to go and get a coffee. Wasn't allowed in. It was harassment. And so he killed a couple of people. but no one knew that he was an ex-Vietnam bad man
with issues. Yeah.
With issues. And so
speech issues.
And so, what year was First Blood?
82.
So we got First Blood in 1982.
And part 2 came out in 85. They came out.
Part 2, 85. And part 2 only came out because then the battle against Schwarzenegger came about. That whole, I can make a better movie. I've got the biggest muscles. I use more body oil. Yeah. Whatever they were competing.
2 was different to 1, isn't it? 1 was like almost, you're watching like, it could be a true story almost.
It could, it's just a story of a guy being harassed.
Really good story.
And he used his survival skills in the forest.
Get his own back
to outwit the local cops. But the next one was like, we need you to go back to Nam to rescue prisoners of war.
He's the one-man army.
Proper Akari killers, commando, Green Beret, action 80s movements. And then you had Mission in Action, Delta Force.
It all rolled into one.
The list went on after Commando. It just went nuts. But when was the last Rambo movie?
The last one was 2019, Last Blood.
Was that the one that you told me to watch, D? Because there's one you told me to watch, and I was like, okay,
it was
this is more...
What was it called? Last Blood.
Last Blood, and then before that was just Rambo in 2008.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the first 2, they were action. They were violent. There was a lot of people. Not many people dying in the first one, but a lot of people dying in the second and third one. But come Last Blood and Rambo now, these have gone ultra violent. And even though the characters got older, I think these movies are still really good. As Rambo,
I think they're bloody good, man.
They are good.
The crazy thing to say is, I think so far on the list of films that we've got, that the Rambo legacy has really gone. Do you know what? We're just going to go all out.
Yeah.
Like, we've got CGI. We can, we don't have to use blood or whatever. It's all CGI. We can shoot. We can give action now. We can give.
We can make it
felt
ultra
like
violent.
an 80s. It felt like. This is the 80s now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was action. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
As we know, Hollywood overdo things, as we know. But it was action enough. It was. I swear he cuts out someone's heart or something.
There's some dark shit in it, man.
He rips out windpipes with his bare hands. He doesn't.
As a character, he's got darker, innit? He's more brutal. He's not mentally there now. He's fucked, innit? He's like, if someone fucks him off, he's gonna rip you apart.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking about.
It's a dark film.
Yeah.
And it was at a time when, did anyone see Machete?
Yeah.
Machete is just the craziest action madness, and it's in that same vein. This internal organs just flying everywhere.
Lots of blood and guts and
But
they work even with Rambo looking 70-year-old and wrinkly and like the muscles are fading a bit. It still really works.
It's believable.
Because they make sure he doesn't have to run. He just sits on a boat. He just sits in a truck.
Yeah.
He's not trying to roll, run, swing on trees and stuff. He's literally shooting from a distance and then getting on with it. So far for me, this is a big thumbs up legacy wise from the 1981 First Blood to 2019. But don't do no more.
These legacy movies ain't really ones that you're wanting as well. Like we wanted a new Star Wars, imagine what they could do now with but you're not thinking, let's have a new Rambo, but these sort of snuck up and they're really good films, man.
They snuck up and I think it worked. So
you're right, Chris.
Thumbs up from me. What's from everyone else?
Thumbs up, man.
Yeah, thumbs up for me.
I haven't seen the new one, but I think it's the 2008 one that you told me to watch. And
Rambo.
That was decent. It was decent. I can't lie. I know I don't like the guy. I don't like him as an actor at all. But the film had some bits in it.
Some bits. Okay, thumbs up.
Yeah, for me, I overheard that they were making Rambo, and I went into primary school tongue-in-cheek days. How's that gonna work? How is this gonna work? But boy, I was like, all right, okay, go on, Stallone. You're 80 years of age, but boy,
did you enjoy it?
You're doing it. You're pulling it off.
Okay,
let's pull it off, man.
So you saw both of them. Last Blood.
I saw both of them. So
it's a thumbs up from all of us.
I'm giving the Fonzarelli thumbs up. Hey.
Yeah, Fonzarelli for me as well.
All right. Stacks.
Yeah,
Stacks.
man.
As I said, you can keep your headphones off because we're still in the zone.
No. I was hearing all what you were saying.
All right,
and
cool.
I only like the new one. I don't like the old ones. Don't like any of the old ones. But
Okay,
the new one.
No, you got to like the first one, Stacks.
Nah. Well, I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it.
Watch it, man.
Yeah, it's worth a
Watch it. Because the first one,
It's like a 60-minute film as well.
It's too late to
you'll
watch
like
it.
it, Stacks.
I watched it not long ago, and I really enjoyed watching the first one again. I watched it about a few weeks ago.
It's too late to watch it. It's too late to watch an 80s
sure?
movie now. Yeah, it's too late
You
to
sure?
watch an 80s movie for the first time now. It doesn't work.
You sure?
Yes.
First Blood.
Because
Nah.
you can't
It still
you
works,
can't
man, for
you
me.
can't get it around your head because you've seen it. But if you've never seen it and you watch it now, you're not gonna get it. It's not gonna work. Knowing what
Nah,
you know
but it's
now of films.
action-packed, though.
No,
Nah,
no,
it's
you don't
action-packed.
understand.
Doesn't matter.
First Blood is the catalyst of what happened after. So now you've seen everything, you're gonna go, well, that ain't gonna work because
You need to
that
watch
ain't
it
gonna
in order. Yeah,
Like I
you
said,
do need-
I've watched 2008 Rambo.
You need to be a kid in the 80s to watch Rambo and appreciate it. There's no way. You can't play First Blood to a kid now and go, yeah, watch this, it's big. They'll laugh at it. They'll laugh at it.
to a kid, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. But we watched it as a kid.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
trying to
true.
tell you.
Yeah, it's true.
Give it to a kid who watched it the same age you watched it and they'll laugh at it.
Yeah, but we're talking about Stacks now. We're not talking about a kid. I'm talking about Stacks
Yeah,
watching it.
Yeah, but I don't like
but
watching
he doesn't.
Stallone.
One, he doesn't like Stallone. So why is he going to watch it? And two, it's an 80s movie.
It's not happening, mate.
It's not happening.
Like I said, it was a stretch for me watching the 2008 Rambo. That was a stretch for me, and I
It's
was like,
not
oh, you know
happening.
what? This is
You
decent
will
because
like
of
this
how-
one, Stacks.
Because
He will not. How can you tell? Okay, Leroy, watch Beverly Hills Cop 1.
Yeah,
It's true, yeah. It's true.
Bloody hell. All right, so the next
Let's
one
move
we
on.
got.
Let's go to the
Yeah,
next
let's move
two.
on.
These two are sort of connected here.
The next movie, let's connect it. Stacks.
Connect it.
We're going to connect another movie here.
Oh, we're
with
going Rocky.
Who's
now.
your next favourite Stallone
Okay.
character? Yeah, Rocky,
Yes.
right?
So Legacy
Hell
now.
no.
Rocky came out in 1979, right?
76, I think. The original was the first was 76.
Okay.
I think.
1976, Rocky came
And then
out, right?
79 was 2, innit?
And 79 was 2. And his main opponent was Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed, even though the film's called Rocky, Apollo Creed was in every movie in some guise or another, right? You know, from his opponents to giving him Eye of the Tiger, for him being in flashbacks. Creed was always a name that was in the Rocky legacy. And such a legacy that how many years after?
2015, first Creed come out.
In 2015, they made a film called Creed. So move over Rocky, let's bring in Creed. But with the same elements. Now Rocky Balboa is Apollo Creed's son's trainer, his advisor.
Mentor, trainer, yeah.
Mentor. He looks to him to find inspiration about his dad. He's on his side, he's on his corner. He's still involved in the film. You still see the legacy of Rocky, but Rocky isn't that millionaire sharp suit Muppet Show featuring guy no more. He's struggling. He's got his own restaurant. Even Durago comes and makes an appearance.
Yeah.
So it's got that legacy, and it gives you that same vibe. It tries to give you that same vibe, but in a time of now. So the fighting looks more, even though it was fake. We know it's all fake, but they try to get something. They try to give a certain realism to it now. They try to give a story a certain kind of different touch to it. So the question is, guys, was it worth making it Creed? Does this legacy work? Leroy.
To me, no.
Okay.
I was thinking they were just reaching, really, to extend the Rocky franchise. The first one, no, not for me. So it's a thumbs down for me. I'm sorry, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Not for me. Gen Zs will like it.
Do they though? Do they?
I think they do because there's 3 films.
Yeah, it's been 3.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything these
They
days.
turn them out like anything these
Yeah.
days, isn't it?
You know, they're talking about Snow White being the biggest flop of the century. But anyway,
that's a podcast
So-
for another time.
yeah.
Disney fuck up.
So, yeah.
That's a whole
Coming
fucking
soon.
show.
Chris, is it a thumbs up or thumbs down for you on the legacy of?
I was sort of, again, this popped up, didn't really see much about it, just heard about it and thought, well, that could work, man. But I'm a bit like Leroy, man. I was I was expecting more than what it is. It does seem more realistic than. It's not as over the top as Rocky. Rocky was.
That's not hard.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is a bit more. It feels more real to life. The story's now him trying to break away from being Creed, innit? Being Adonis and not Creed, if you know what I mean. He doesn't want to follow his father's footsteps and stuff. So I don't know. They are dragging it out as well. I think I have seen all three, but I can't even remember.
Was there three? Was there three? I didn't even know there was three.
I've seen all three.
Yeah, I can't even remember them at all, man.
Did I go to the cinema to see the third one?
I don't think.
Because Jonathan Majors was in it.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
Yeah, there is.
The third one, they've dropped Rocky, which I didn't like because Rocky was in the first two. You know, it sort of was still tying into Rocky, and then in three they dropped him. I think he had a fallout, and in
three
he pulled himself out of it and said, "I ain't going to be in them no more."
Yeah, because he fought Ivan Drago's son, didn't he?
Yeah,
in two.
So
two weren't bad.
Is it a unanimous thumbs down then? Is it a waste of time?
Yeah, it's a thumbs down, man.
All right.
Two's worth the nostalgic, like you say, with the
Drago.
The Drago. Thing. That's worth,
Because you want revenge. You're waiting all those years.
Yeah.
Let's see his son beat his son. And Drago's got no wife now. Bridget Nelson's left him, and it's all good. All right, cool.
It's not going to be timeless like the original. Put it that way.
Not time. Yeah, not in the burning heart. Okay, Leroy, this is one for you. In 1986, one of the best. This guy shot into the scene, Trading Places. What did he have before Trading Places, man? What was the other film he had before Trading Places?
I think that was the first I saw.
That was his first one. It was like all his stand-up was before that one.
Yeah, that's that Trading Places. But this is the film that made him. This is the film that Leroy don't like. But it's a classic, and obviously that's 1986's Beverly Hills Cop. Now, in 2022 or 23?
24.
In 2024, he came back.
Really?
And what was it called?
Last year, yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. Sure, it come out last
year. So it didn't even go into the cinema. It just went straight to Netflix.
It went straight to Netflix. That's how dead it was.
That's a bit of a sign, isn't it?
Axel F comes on the scene from 1986 to 2024. Axel F. Guys, what do you think of this legacy? What do you think?
Hell to the no, and no again. It was dead.
It was.
It went straight to Netflix. Are you serious? It went straight to Netflix
these days.
It went straight to Netflix.
What, with Eddie Murphy in it?
It's a Netflix production.
It's a Netflix production.
And it was funny because they gave it a year's anticipation.
Yeah, they were building it up for a bit.
Like, come on, man, next year on Netflix. Come on, really?
I didn't hear any of that.
It was a time when films were going straight to Netflix.
Yeah, still these days they are, and it's straight to Apple TV.
It still happens. There are films like The Irishman.
Irishman's wicked.
No excuses.
Films do go straight. No, films do go straight to streaming services now.
Name me a film that went straight to Netflix with a big artist in it.
I said The Irishman, De Niro, Martin Scorsese.
Oh, that went straight to Netflix? No, that was in the cinema, surely.
No, straight to Netflix.
His new one's just gone straight on as well, isn't it? 0 Days.
Yeah. Straight to Netflix.
Yeah, the streaming services are pulling in more big names and big productions these days than what Hollywood can.
That's what's happening, man.
Yeah, that's the way
so, guys, so what are you saying about the legacy? Was it worth making?
The original was iconic, man, for its originality, its humour. But the sequel, man, it struggled to bring fresh ideas. It just relied on nostalgia, and it doesn't resonate with the modern audience. Only the fans of the original really would go out their ways to watch it, I think. But I felt like the actors are a little bit all past it now, to be honest.
Exactly. They look like Emperor Palpatine on a bad day.
Everybody
It's
looks.
a shame, man, because it's Axel Foley in it.
They look dusty.
But Eddie Murphy looked like he had too much makeup on, and
Oh really? Oh man.
It just didn't look
Vampire
right.
in Brooklyn style.
He's almost looking like Martin Lawrence style.
Yeah, he always looked like Martin Lawrence. Yeah, I thought Martin Lawrence rolled onto the set.
It was just exactly.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence has got some puffed out cheeks these days, man. It's like, boy,
looking like the hamster.
Martin, give it a rest now. Go behind the camera if necessary.
Or do a live version Chipmunks.
It's funny you should say that because the new Bad Boys was on. Oh my days!
It's
not
can't
good,
do
is
it.
it?
I can't do it. So come on, guys. So Beverly Hills Cop, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I think it's a thumbs down. It's sad.
Thumbs down. I haven't seen it, but thumbs down.
It's thumbs down. You know what I mean?
Thumbs down.
I'm sorry.
I've watched it once and I haven't really wanted to go back and watch it, which I thought I would.
Yeah, I don't know
Beverly Hills Cop, but I haven't.
I don't know any lines from it. I don't know any.
Yeah,
it's nothing. There's nothing.
nothing.
It's done. It's done.
I've got to say, this next one slots right into where this one was.
I know which one you're going to say now, with the same actor.
If we think that was bad, a couple years before that, again, Stacks, like Beverly Hills Cop,
Prince Akeem.
This went straight to Amazon. It's an ex-Eddie Murphy one, and he just made some stinkers on the sequel front. It's coming to America.
I thought you were going to say Vampire in Brooklyn.
No,
groundbreaking, man. You know, he played multiple roles in that, man. Even a white Jewish man.
Yeah,
it was groundbreaking.
I think Coming to America was one of the first films where an actor did that, like the whole prosthetics thing. There's probably films that have done it before, but the whole transformation of being a white Jewish man to being an old black man.
And talking to yourself. Like, you imagine in them days how they must have shot that, how many cameras they must have been using. Like.
And Randy Jackson, and also Arsenio Hall played a couple characters as well. So
big film, man, the original.
Hairline.
It's almost one of them films you can't better it, really. It's like...
It's Coming to America is in the list, and I think it's for all of us, and even listeners there. If it's on TV, you might just end up watching it.
You're watching it. You're standing.
I'm watching it all the time.
No questions about it.
It's that kind of film. It's got everything that you need, and
too much jokes in it as well.
It's just a nice story. It's a nice film. It's a smart film, but making a sequel wasn't smart.
No,
took too long to make the sequel.
It took too long.
Left it too long, and it was too weak.
Because it was always in the pipeworks. It was always there, but it just took too long. And the anticipated wait came to nothing.
To nothing. Had nothing to offer.
Only old school fans are gonna not even appreciate it, but
not appreciate
find little bits funny. Maybe
just watch it because of the sake of what it is. Yeah.
But the thing is, even Gen Z know the first film. Because it's such a great film. Time. It's such a great film. And then you come up with that? Come on. Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. You're right.
It was predictable, man.
Do you know what? You hit something there when you said, Leroy, the Gen Z watching it stood the test of time. Going back to what we were saying earlier, is there a film that our parents watched when they were young that we appreciated when we watched it?
Loads of films.
Like what?
Blazing Saddles.
No, we watched that. No, I mean when they were young. Yeah. We watched it when we were young.
We don't know what they watched when they were young.
It's the same.
My parents didn't have flipping television when they were young.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how things have changed. Because your kids can see something that you watched when you were young. And would they appreciate? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, is there, that's what I'm trying to say. Was there anything left from our parents' past that we latched onto and started liking? I can't think of anything.
Reruns, wouldn't there? There'd be like Addams Family.
Movies. I'm saying movies.
Yeah, but there would be reruns, wouldn't there? You know, of movies.
Why are you repeating yourself? Is that Leroy, a robot?
Listen.
Movies, Leroy.
No, I'm not Max from the 80s. Reruns.
Max, did you hear that? He just said it all again. I really got concerned.
For an example, then, Leroy, a film that my mum probably would have watched when she was little was a Marilyn Monroe film called Some Like It Hot. That's still one of my favourite films.
Okay, that's a good example.
That's a bad boy film.
I could watch that all the time, but that's probably...
Thank you.
That's a good example. Thanks, Chris. So I don't know where Leroy was, some robot.
I'm telling you, the movies... The movies that they would watch when they were younger, we would watch.
You name one then. Chris just helped you. You name one.
Casablanca.
Yeah, something like that. Casablanca.
You don't like Casablanca, so stop fucking lying.
Yeah, innit?
Casablanca.
What? Play it again, Sam.
Oh, big quiet.
Come on.
Go on, Stacks.
My mum used to like watching like Abbott and Costello movies.
That's what I'm saying. Laurel and Hardy.
Jerry Lee Lewis, not Laurel and Hardy. Jerry Lee Lewis and do you know what I mean?
Don't diss Laurel and Hardy now.
I'm not dissing them, but my parents didn't watch that. I watched Laurel and Hardy. They didn't like that.
It wasn't a film.
Yeah,
it's hard to think of a film that must have been popular in the 40s or 50s or whatever.
Yeah,
that we would have latched onto.
The 40s and 50s. That's our grandparents' age, not our mum and dad's era.
My mum was born in the 40s, so the 50s and 60s.
My mum and dad were born in the 30s.
There you go. It was. So like, look, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if parents used to watch things like Ben-Hur and
Ten Commandments.
Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested in that.
No, I like the Ten Commandments at the time.
I did watch them both, but I wasn't too interested.
Okay. Listen.
Come on, Ben-Hur is a bad boy film.
Listen, Ben-Hur, Ten Commandments come out. In our time, we got Clash of the Titans.
Not the Ten Commandments.
What are you watching? Are you watching Clash of the Titans or Ben-Hur?
Ben-Hur, yeah.
Ben-Hur was a bad boy film.
I wasn't a big Ben-Hur fan.
It stood the test of time.
Clash of the Titans, and I put Ten Commandments in with Clash of the Titans for some
We're
weird
not
reason.
talking Ten Commandments, but Ben-Hur was a bad boy film.
But it wasn't better than Clash of the Titans.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's the whole
But you would
point
watch
of what
it.
we're saying.
They didn't have Harryhausen back in them days.
You're pairing it up against something that all of us is unanimous, isn't it?
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, Ben-Hur on its own is a bad boy film.
I don't know. Is Leroy here today?
We were giving Coming to America a thumbs down.
Yes.
We are.
The second
Second one.
yeah,
The first
the
one's
second.
legendary.
It's called Coming to America.
America.
Leroy, it's
Yeah.
called Coming to America.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's a number 2 instead of 2 in it. Coming to
Yeah.
America is the only difference, but lame.
Okay, so our next movie that we're going to say. Leroy, you there?
I'm there, mate.
Okay, our next movie that we're going to say.
I'm there.
It's a sad coincidence that we're mentioning this movie, but hey, this is, you'll understand when we mention it. I know Chris was a massive fan of this movie in the 80s, and I really wasn't a massive fan of this movie, but
It didn't have leg warmers in it, did it?
No.
Flashed on.
Yeah,
it had men oiled up playing volleyball, but I did like the legacy.
This is the guys who watch half-naked men running around football pitches every week. Yeah.
I did Stacks, that's your argument.
Hey, listen. Shorts is half naked.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Stacks. I couldn't be bothered to gun him. But so I did like the 80s movie, but I did like the legacy. I did like it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Top Gun.
Top Gun, man.
Top Gun.
1986, the original. This is a proper 80s flick, blending all the adrenaline-fueled aerial combat of planes, plus, the like you said, the volleyball and that. And we got to mention Val Kilmer, man. Iceman. First time I probably saw Val Kilmer in this, so yeah, rest in peace, Val. This and along with Top Secret.
Chocolate Mousse.
But to me, he's always going to be Iceman, man. He played that role so wicked, man. And he's one of them actors as well. Changing the subject a bit and just talking about Val, you don't realize how good he is really until you look back at what he's done and some of the films he's done.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, man.
Mate, he is Iceman, Batman, Jim Morrison.
Heat was a good one.
He was Heat.
Yeah, Heat was a really good one.
And what I loved about Heat is he was the only one of that crew that survived in the film. He's the only one that got away in that film. Yeah. Because that film was tense. Yeah, and we all wanted Robert De Niro to get away. But when I realized that his name was Chris in that film, when I realized Chris got away, I was like, okay, that's some saving grace for that. But Heat, a massive film.
Heat was good. Yeah, big up Val Kilmer, man, for the memories that you've left with us, man, definitely. So pitting this against Maverick, I'm going to say probably this is the best sequel I've ever seen, I think, the
best legacy
sequel. A legacy sequel, yeah. And again, I've got to give it to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, at the age he is, he's still churning out top action films, including like the Mission Impossible, which have been going. Yeah. They must have started in the 80s, isn't it, or mid 90s or something, and they're still
somewhere around there. Yeah,
still going.
And the thing is, he's taken the Mission Impossible franchise and made it his own.
Yeah,
because there's still people living today who won't know that it was an old 60s program.
The old TV show.
They just go straight to his version. And it's that, and that's testament to how strong he's got a hold of it. Let's say.
Yeah, true.
But you couldn't do that with Starsky and Hutch.
I think now Maverick though, they really went mad with the camera work and all the plane stuff. It was amazing, man. And even the story's good. The way they tied it back into the original Top Gun, and Val's in it again, which was great to see him back on screen after the cancer he went through and stuff. So for me, I'm going to say Maverick is probably the best sequel. Legacy sequel I've ever seen.
I kind of agree, and that's me coming from someone who didn't like the first one. But I appreciate it. It made me go back and look at the first one
I can see that. It would me, if I hadn't seen the first one for a long time, it would definitely make you want to go back and watch the first one.
Yeah. Okay, Leroy Stacks, have you seen them? Any of them?
I remember seeing Top Gun and being disappointed when I was younger.
Okay.
So I bowed out very early.
Ejected.
Leroy?
Yeah. I don't know about that, Chris.
I'll probably have to go through the Cersei walk of shame
Okay.
because I have seen neither
Okay, cool.
film. I think, and
I'm
naughty knowledge
Leroy.
might stone me now,
Okay, well,
but I think it was the soundtrack that just put me off from whatever watching the first one.
Soundtrack
Yeah.
on the first
And
one
then-
is really good, apart from Berlin. It is Berlin, isn't it? Who done
Take
that?
My Breath
It's
Away.
Take
Yeah.
My
Berlin.
Breath Away. That is the
Take my
shittest-
breath away,
Yeah, that's the
and
shit.
it was
The rest,
like
Kenny Loggins. Oh my god,
Highway
that's
to the Danger Zone.
80s
Yeah.
soundtrack, man, and it's just as good in Maverick. They've done it justice, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
yeah. So I didn't watch
yeah,
both,
yeah.
but I do want to watch Maverick.
You watched Iron Eagle instead.
I watched Iron Eagle as well. Anything aviation in the 80s was good, man. Definitely.
The
Iron Eagle
Rocketeer.
was
That's the thing.
good.
In the 80s, like, it appealed to me. I was like, yeah, I like the look of this. But when it's like, I'll give you another example, Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
That appealed to me. I was like, hey, you know
Not
what? That
bad,
was a
yeah.
shit
Yeah.
film.
I
Nah.
didn't watch that.
That was
one.
on again the other week. I
Days of
watched it the
Thunder.
other week.
And for me, Days of Thunder and Top Gun just sit in the same, they just sit together for me, unfortunately.
Okay, so it's a thumbs up for me and Chris and a thumbs down from Leroy and Stex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like Top Gun is leading the way, but let's get to our last movie. Now, our last one is a not a complicated one, but it's not a direct one.
No.
The reason why we've put this in is because the particular comeback is one we wanted to see,
Yeah.
but it was in another superheroes film.
Somebody else's film, yeah.
It's gonna make sense now.
I
Okay,
wish he
so
was in his own film.
yeah, his own film. So in 1989, we queued up to see the 12 rated, the first 12 rated movie in the UK
Yeah.
was Tim Burton's Batman.
I knew it.
With
Queued
Michael
up to
Keaton.
see that movie, and personally, I was disappointed when I saw it because I came from watching Pal Zap, Wow, Robin, Colourful, Batman, and all I saw was Prince music and darkness and rubber.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of like that. I like that it was dark.
like a bit rubber, do ya?
But we weren't used to that. We were used to
Yeah.
the comedy
Yeah.
slapstick of Batman
Yeah.
and Robin TV show. So it was a bit like, this is a change,
There
but
wasn't
it
enough-
works. You know, it is good. It is dark.
For me, wasn't enough action. Like Batman Returns saved it for me. It went, okay,
Yes.
now
yes, it did.
now this is Batman. He's fighting every minute. There's villains all over the place. This is great. But anyway, so that was 1989, right? And
Yep.
so we jumped
2023.
Okay, so we jumped to 2023, and we're in the zone of multiverses and parallel universes in the comic book movie world, with in Spider-Man and Spider-Verse, with Doctor Strange, and all these movies doing. Mainly Marvel was doing that, and DC said, let's have a go, let's do this multiverse thing ourselves, and out comes the Flash movie, and
Flash.
as Chris said,
Ezra Miller.
2023. But what the attraction to it was, and what people rushed to see it, but the film didn't do really well. But the grab of it is that Batman appears in it because he goes into a multiverse, but not just any old Batman, not just any old Batman,
Not the current Batman.
not the current Batman, not all the other Batman, but the Batman you saw from 1989. That's Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yeah.
Appears again in
Wicked,
this multiverse, and as Chris was saying, it would be nice to see the whole film of that.
Yeah.
But he appeared in his, he made a little cameo, and for me, seeing it was the equivalent to when we saw Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. It had
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
because you saw Batman how you really wanted to see him.
Yeah.
So when I said I was disappointed in 1989 because all he done was like do a kick on some threw a man over a big bell, I wasn't impressed. But now he's moving. He's
Yeah.
the CGI have seen, see the cape flying now. It's a more of a Batman.
It's good.
Right, gotcha.
So I like that, the legacy idea in the Flash. The Flash film was trash, but to see that bit, Batman coming back, getting in the Batwing,
Yeah.
and helping him out was great. Chris, you look very happy with that.
No, I was, mate, because I hadn't seen any spoilers for this. I sort of heard that the film's shit, but Batman's in it. But I didn't really know who or what, so I saw this film on a flight, and it was a long haul flight. So I don't know if it was just at the time I thought maybe it's just me being on a plane. I'm really into the movie because I really enjoyed it. So I watched it again when I got back from holiday, and it's wicked, man. It's good hearing him say I'm Batman after 30 years. You know that it was even now hairs are standing up, man. And I wasn't a massive Batman fan, but just hearing that, man, it was. Man, it takes you straight back to being in Gotham, you know, in the dark streets and the gothic streets of Gotham, man. And it was good, man.
Yeah, I think it worked. Like I say, the film's pants, but if it's on TV and it's around that bit, I might just look at.
You'd enjoy that bit when they first meet up, when they go and meet him and that, because he's not Batman at that time. He's just Bruce Wayne. It's good. It's good, man.
Leroy, what's your thoughts on that legacy comeback?
Yeah, I thought his cameo was brilliant, man. I thought it was an excellent cameo.
Really good, man.
And I could understand when you said, Darren, the disappointment of the 89 version, because I remember us around that time, the buzz, man, was like the anticipation. And like I said before on a previous episode, a show of ours, that I remember you and one of our friends reenacting, "Who are you?" "I'm Batman." You know?
Yeah.
And then Michael Keaton, his character in the Flash movie, does it justice. Because I was really kind of worried. I was thinking, how are you going to pull this off? But he done really well.
Good.
So his cameo was brilliant. In it for me.
No.
I enjoyed the whole film because of the cameo, and I liked it. I thought it was good, man.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole film, but I liked when they went back in time and you saw Christopher Reeve and Superman again.
Even George Reeves
and they
as
showed
well.
exclusive.
And then you saw the old school, the 1940s Batman. You saw,
Reeves. It was wicked, man.
They showed exclusive footage of when
George Reeves,
Nicolas Cage was Superman as well.
I forgot about that.
The film didn't even come out, but they still showed clips of it.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
That was good.
There.
That was good.
I like it. I think I enjoyed the movie. I like that scene, you know, I think it's near the beginning when he's falling and he's catching all the bits and the dog and he puts the baby in the microwave.
Oh, right.
It's wicked. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed the movie, man. I liked it. But yeah, Michael Keaton, seeing him back, it's like, it was good. It was really good, good feeling, man.
It was good to see.
Keaton is Batman.
So Stacks, that's something to put on your list. Watch The Flash. The Flash. An hour in, you might get the Batman bit.
I might just go to the hour in.
Yeah, go to about an hour in.
That's what I said.
I ain't wasting my time. Yeah.
You might get to the Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the early Batman 1 and 2.
Yeah.
If you do,
maybe
you'd like
will.
the bits in this.
Yeah, you like it. All right, that wraps that up. You know, there are other legacies we could have mentioned, but we chose
Beetlejuice.
These. Yeah, there's
Mad Max.
Beetlejuice.
I haven't seen the new one.
Mad
though.
Max.
Mad Max,
there's a couple we can throw out there, but we just didn't have time.
No.
R.I.P. George Foreman as well.
Yeah.
Really? He died as well?
Yeah, man.
All right, so guys, until next time, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed our 80s ride back in time, but we'll see you again when you hear us again. Until then, I'm Mr. Lucas.
I'm Chris.
Stacks.
And I'm the Last Dragon. And we sounded really, really dead when we said that. Sounded really sleepy.
Because we are.
We need to say that again. I've been the Last Dragon.
Peace.
Bloody hell. Okay, we're out, people. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
Stop
and
recording.
This lazy mob.
Chris, stop recording.
We're out.
Till next time. Peace.
Those were the days I remember.